and the reason why also the go-to-market framework is not working for many, you might have noticed that OpenAI was among those companies that thought that it was building itself into becoming Google, so like a consumer-first company, and instead to go in that direction, they were risking to actually go bankrupt, and then they had to go back to focus on enterprise, which is what Anthropic has done in the last like 2, 3 years. But to understand why that is the case, you got to frame it well from an historic perspective, where the web was a technology that started a lot as a consumer technology, right? Because you democratize everything, you give access to everyone for whatever you want to bring on the web. Again, right now, it's the opposite scenario. You're going to have a scenario where, since it's like a geopolitical driven technology, it's going to define the geopolitical race, is going to affect the macroeconomic landscape because, as we'll see in this session, actually, the Federal Reserve itself has mentioned in its last speech the AI build out as a key component of reading the macroeconomic landscape going forward. So, if you do understand all those things, you can really make sense of what's going on. And again, this technology will develop from governments, enterprise first, and then they will cascade back to everything else in a much more controlled way compared to how the web developed, right? So this is the proper mental model. And sorry for the long premise, but I always want to make sure to start from first principles, because otherwise we risk that we do not understand each other. And I know that by definition myself, being also like a tech guy, being in that space for a long time, but also as someone who has business understanding of the world and also like a geopolitical understanding of the world, I need to match all those things together to as a as a responsibility that I have as someone who has analyzed this landscape for years, to provide you the proper mental modeling. Because again, 15 years back, 10 years back, my analysis would not focus on those things. Going forward from the 2020s